11 months of joy. Thanks for the awesome content. Less than 3.
Post for breakfast, good call.
Total stream time is there. I haven't got it up on that screen. But there'd be too much stuff on there. I can put
Papa
it up.
Toast. I want to see a golden toaster stream item that I can loot from kitchen counters on streets.
Pest is level 48. I'm level 32. Yeah, 4 levels today.
What got the levels? Gunsmith?
All the shorelines. No, just 2 gunsmiths.
I don't think they need to be that big. It might be a bit small on mobile, but you play in the background when Pest is playing on stream. Toast.
I tidied my stash while Pest was on stream. Fine on mobile, good.
Pestily salute, Pestily salute.
Snowball, thanks so much for the
Pestily salute,
7 months.
Pestily salute.
Haven't done TV in a year.
So I'm gonna, once Kiki's ready, I'm gonna do an hour of confessions with her.
Good morning, Pestily.
Confessions is where people come in and they do, like, they confess and then we talk about it. Like, it's fun. Fun. Who's Kiki? She's the lady that cream pied herself on stream. Exclamation mark cream pie 4.
He's done TTS for
for all the charity stuff.
Charity streams.
Also the what was the thing we did? The firefighter calendar. She was in the firefighter calendar.
People confess to Pestily. And Kiki. Yeah, bean pipe. Doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
Someone said the bean pipe 4.
It does. I can see the clip right here. Hi, Fap Lord. Thanks for the prime.
What did I just...
Yeah. Well, if you do cream pie 5, I cream pie Michael, Michael cream pies Dad, and Dad cream pies me.
There's a series 1 through 5.
Yeah, all the way from 1 to 5. Stop it. What? Truth. Right, there's 28 plus 35, 60k XP. That means we've got 200k to go. We get crisis done, that's 100. So to get 49, we need to farm 100k XP.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy. Should do the melee kills. I need to kill Rashala. Why has it been such a struggle?
Good morning from Virginia.
The cream pie 5, by the way, chat, was not a cream pie. It was mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup / tomato sauce, Hundreds and thousands and
Yes.
chocolate mousse.
The chocolate mousse, yeah. Oh,
I have a very good tolerance for disgusting foods, and that one actually made me dry reach.
that was so gross because of the intense salt and vinegar plus the sweetness of the chocolate and plus it oozing out of your nostrils.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was unpleasant.
5.79 fence rep. Look, 531. Just remember 531. Gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but we'll just tell the staff and test it.
531 chat. No, it's 531 chat. It's not 5705. A 67531. No, it's not 69420. It's not 90210. 8675309. That's correct. Did you put 5301 in binary? No, that's not 5301 in binary. 531. Exactly. 3.14. 1565. It's definitely a number. I want to see it in French.
I'd like to get into Tarkov, but I'm not sure if the higher or even the highest pre-order is worth it for the added storage space. What do you think? I always tell people that they should buy standard account when they get Escape from Tarkov, because then you find out if you're going to get your money's worth. If you're going to get your money's worth, then you buy the bigger one. But
And you just pay the difference if you upgrade.
yeah, you could upgrade it. So you pay the difference.
And you can upgrade it when it's on sale.
Moist.
Hey Pest, how would you go drinking a smoothie with salmon roe, anchovy juice, sweetened condensed milk and tin smoked oysters with their oil? I reckon that'd make anyone gag.
I don't see why I would want to do that, Jug Show. Makes no sense. It just sounds horrible.
Pest is the best. Pestily salute.
Okay, C thanks for 17 months. SC4RG thanks for the prime. What's been the highlight of the wipe so far?
Ooh, I love the details in the apartments in expansion of streets. I think they're hilarious. Just exploring all the new buildings. There's so many.
Okay. Everyone's taking forever.
What's 531?
351. Is it 351 or 531?
Chat?
When will you be on Kiki? I messaged her saying I'm ready when she is. I'm giving this Scav run 5 minutes, and I'm all F4ing and adding more servers. The only package they're going to get rid of is the EOD. And I imagine it's going to get replaced with another package that's similar but not the same.
Yep.
So they'll have like, I don't know. You just won't have the highlighted name, and you won't have the tomahawk.
Right. But you'll have Gamma and Max Stash.
Yeah, I reckon.
But you won't have all future DLCs.
No, I think that's when 1.0 comes out, they'll make it. Something that I would like to push Nikita on is, the offline co-op mode. They said that they're going to test it. If it doesn't have too much server load, then they'll open it up to everyone.
Yes.
I would like to see them open up to everyone. Like, if it doesn't have too much server load, like...
Yeah.
In all seriousness, chat, who uses the offline co-op mode? How many people in chat? I'm actually very curious. It's a fair few people. Me to teach people. You have to have EOD to use it. But they said they might open it up to more like versions of accounts. Moist.
I used it to teach my cousin last wipe.
Wait, but my friend doesn't have EOD? Yeah. I love how easy mounting a helmet light now. Is it actually good though? Did you ever skateboard when you were younger? Yes. Yes. I think that Arena will be a DLC for people who don't have EOD, and they're getting rid of EOD and bringing out a package without free DLCs. That could be what they're doing with the whole changes.
I think Arena's standalone. I don't think it's going to be. I'm out, chat.
All right, Dato's heading off.
Have a good one.
Say good night, Granddad.
Good night, everyone.
You can watch Confessions from bed. Why are you running that kit? It's a scav run. I'm testing out to see if it's broken or not, which I'm pretty sure it is. I have to move that camera to this PC to make this work, I think. But you're going to lose the camera for a minute as well. Hello, Kiki.
Hello.
Alright, I'm setting up.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, sir.
It's just a bug in Tarkov I wanted to test real quick.
Test away.
Right, chat. So it was 531. Right. 531. Sell all. 69. So 531 plus 69 should be 600.
Ништяк, пацаны, сегодня мы кайфуем.
It didn't work. I should have 600. Wrong. Can you see me now? Oh, I'm muted. Hello. How did I get you on screen last time?
I've just turned my virtual cam on so I can share.
Oh yeah. I think this is how we did it last time.
Oh, okay. I think we're good.
I should probably explain to my chat what I'm doing. Chat, I'm going to be doing confessions with Kiki for like an hour or two. Where she's got
I don't
it's a
think people
10,000
realize how hard it's for
confession
females
special.
to work in the postal
So-
service.
We have.
It's
We've
such
hit
a
10,000
male-dominated
totals submitted.
industry.
I'm meant to be wearing black, like my heart.
Oh, or like a collar. Can you make a makeshift collar?
Right, because you got to wear black to confessions. All right. This is the rules. Sorry, I'm late. It's actually your fault because I
No,
messaged
it's
you
fine.
at
Yeah, I know.
9:30
Sorry, I didn't.
and you
I know.
didn't
I
read
didn't
it.
check my Discord. I know. Sorry.
All right, just chatting.
Okay, let me put your thing up properly.
I put chat on screen. I can do that. So,
All right. So, yeah, like I said, we've had 10,000 submitted over 6 years. So, I've gone out of my way. I was doing them while I was watching your stream last night, but I made it to about 2,000, like the first 2,000 ever submitted. And I've vetted them for like the dumbest ones, the craziest ones, the ones that live like rent-free in my head.
you should have made like a special where it was like, this is the first one. This is.
I did. I actually did. I have labeled them because I remember from your podcast, you asked me what the first one ever was.
Yeah, and I know that one.
And it's stupid.
Should I say it or do you want to?
You can say it.
It's something like, I wish another man would come in you and I could suck it out of you or something. It was very rude.
Yeah, let me find it.
That was the very first one. Yeah, WTF, mate.
Yeah, I've got it here.
And that was the introduction to confessions, eh?
Quite literally, that was how we kicked it off. I masturbate over the thought of any other man's ejaculation, Annie.
Yeah, that was it. So yeah, that was the first one. Do you have one that also lives rent-free in your head?
Absolutely, I do. It's really messed up though. So do you really want to start with a messed up one?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's obviously why. But I mean, it's really sad.
We need to start off with a messed up one because
All
these
right.
are like people that only play Escape from Tarkov, so they need to get something in their head that's not Tarkov for a change.
Okay. Well, yeah. So these ones are back from 2018.
Yeah.
So
Also, by the way, I'm not allowed to
one-
swear, otherwise I have to give the sub. So if I swear, I'll have to give the sub to both of us now.
Oh yeah,
so.
I have been tracking your swear
Yeah.
jar. Okay, you're not allowed to swear. Chat, keep him accountable. All right. Let me find the one that lives rent free.
So usually, okay, the way it works, usually Kiki has a theme for the night where it's like, what's something you wish you could tell people that you did in high school that you never told anyone? And then people would come in with their confessions from school. Or, you know, like what's something that you know, did at work that...
Yeah, what's the secret you've never told anyone? What have you stolen? But I don't know.
But it's all anonymous.
It's all completely anonymous. We are still taking normal confessions as well. So there is a link.
You go to Kiki's channel.
And then I'll bring it up on the stream. I just won't read anything if it's too TOS or too illegal. All right. This is... I'm giving you guys a trigger warning as well. It's a whole thing. This whole stream is a trigger warning. But are you ready? Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
You're asking for it. Okay.
Born ready.
Okay. This sounds out there, but it's a true story that I have never told anyone, not even my best friend. In November 2015, I heard through a co-worker about these Asian massage parlors downtown, which were thinly veiled brothels. Hold on. I went one night and it was just like you imagine. They have the girls in lingerie all line up and you choose one. There was one girl there who was different from the rest, who were mostly Korean. She was younger, near my age, I assume, and from Thailand. I picked her, and to make a long story shorter, she rocked my world and I ended up seeing her dozens of times over the next months, both inside and outside the spa. I learned that she had 2 kids back in Thailand and that her husband had died, so this was the only way she could support herself and her kids. Eventually, we were dating, and despite the fact that she was a prostitute, she was one of the nicest and realest people I've ever met. I fell in love with her. A few months of this, and she is staying at my place, and things are going great. Then one day, I couldn't reach her on her phone all day, which was out of the ordinary. One day turned into 2 days with no sign or contact from her. I found one of her friends from the massage parlor and begged her to tell me what had happened and if she was safe. Finally, she relented and told me that the girl had found a rich older guy to marry and she was living with him now as his wife. Look, I realize that's 2 days, but like, I don't know. I think she had left for a richer guy. As her friend said it, old man has more money and quicker to die. I felt betrayed and devastated. I know it's dumb. This is where it gets fucked up. But I felt we had a future together. I stewed with anger and resentment for weeks before I was able to track her down, and when I did, she refused to speak with me. Next comes the part that I need to confess. She ended up being married to an American now, and of course wanted to bring over her kids to the USA. I was so jealous and spiteful that I made an anonymous tip to USCIS about her and her friends, her working as a prostitute, violating her visa, and doing drugs. I saw from stalking her on Facebook that she was deported, and I felt vindicated for the pain she caused me. I went on with my life, got married, and basically forced myself to forget this whole episode. But on her birthday, for some reason, I thought of her and decided to look up her Facebook page and see what her life was like now. When I loaded it up, there was just a wall of text in Thai. After Google translating it, I found out that she had committed suicide after she was deported back to Thailand. I haven't been able to sleep through the night since then, and my wife told me last week she thinks I'm depressed. I don't know how to live with myself after what I did. Yep. You asked for it. That one lives rent-free in my goddamn brain.
And what was... So... I shouldn't laugh, but it's so extreme.
You asked for it. I know.
Does that make you feel like you should just be very careful with what you do in life? And and what you say?
Does. And how it can affect people and how, if I'm spiteful, I don't know.
That is so out there. That is so out there that like it has to be true kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, even if somebody copy pasted it from like Reddit or something into my thing, like I feel like
had gone through that experience.
Someone's done this, yeah. And it just boggles my mind that, yeah.
My dad has a saying,
Yeah.
love those who hate you and at time it will kill them. So
Love those that hate you in a time that will kill them.
no, love those who hate you and in time it will kill them.
Oh.
So for example,
Ooh.
if someone does something that upsets you or makes you angry or whatever, just you instead of being like spiteful, you just go, you know what, whatever, move on, just be kind, be a good person, and eventually it'll come around to them like karma, and they'll come back and be like, you know, I stuffed up or whatever. And honestly, I've kind of like, I haven't lived my life by that, but it's happened a fair few times where someone's done something to me, and instead of me being like spiteful and that, I just go, yep, whatever. And I might not associate with that person anymore, but over time they've gone, hey, I actually really did stuff up.
What if you couldn't? Like, there have been times, and I'm a pretty like easygoing person, but there have been times where somebody has just annoyed me so much or done something so horrendous where it's like, I can't just be the bigger person. I mean, I always am. I don't think I've ever been spiteful in like this kind of sense or in any sense. I never act on my spite, but I feel spiteful that I entertain the idea of how petty can I be. But then I take your dad's advice, not that I knew it before now, that it's like the best revenge is no revenge. The best revenge is just living a good life and not letting them.
If you can sleep at night, go for it. That's how I probably would say.
Can't?
Well, if you can't, that's on you. But like,
yeah.
I don't know, this person now has to sleep the rest of their life knowing that they called. Well, okay.
I know, but I mean, I guess.
Did this person do something wrong? Did this person do something wrong?
I mean, no, technically.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would have known that was going to be the outcome. He didn't.
Chat saying,
and I guess
he snitched.
What? He snitched. I need to bring your chat up. I haven't got them.
That was a good one though.
Right, but I've got more. But yeah, that one lives rent free. I'll see what else lives rent free. I think I've labeled them a couple of times.
I'll probably do this for about 2 hours, chat, and then after that, I'll be back on Tarkov. So somewhere between like 1 to 2 hours. I don't have a push the mute button, so apologies. But yeah, can I get some advice, please? I lost my Tarkov account due to it asking for a code, but I can't get the code because I lost the email address. I made the account with Gmail. I've emailed Battlestate for a few days. You're gonna have to try and get that Gmail access, dude. Battlestate won't help you.
Oh, this is a topic I want to have with you in your chat.
Yes.
Because this interests me like ridiculously.
Chat, this is you now. This is all on you.
This has always interested me. I don't know if it's like a me thing that I'm just obsessed with it. Loopholes. Loopholes like legally or usually like, I don't know. Okay, let me read you this confession.
My ads just kicked in. Maybe we'll just banter for 2 minutes. But I'm sorry, auto.
Just banter for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Fine.
I got the Golden Kappa hype train.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So you know when you get a hype train?
Yeah.
If you contribute towards that hype train, you get the Golden Kappa for
Oh, is that why people are running around with the gold kappa?
Yeah. So you have to contribute like 100 bits. And
is that like, isn't that the one where it's only one person on Twitch?
I assume so. You get it for 24 hours.
Hey, chat, go do the hype train thing. Get the golden kappa.
No, I've already done it. It happened earlier.
Oh.
Well, so you had to have
use
contributed
kappas.
at that point. So like if someone goes to your chat right now and types kappa that has the golden kappa, you'll see the golden kappa.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a random chance of a train becoming a kappa train.
I don't know how to say it nicely, but your peasants don't have kappa golden.
No, my peasants are just peasants. Oh, Rustaroo does.
See?
Okay.
He was there at the time.
Okay, Blighty, I see you.
Yeah.
How's those ads going?
Yeah, it's long enough. Let's go. Chat, we need your help. This is you. Gamers.
Chat, I just love these stories, okay? So you watch Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch documentaries often?
Yeah. Not really crime ones, but okay.
No, it's not a crime one. There's this one called, I think it's called Pepsi, Where's My Jet? Have you watched it?
No, I think you've told me about it.
Have you heard of it? Ah, I love it. Chat, is that what it's called?
Yes. So the guy had like got coupons And if you got a certain amount, like if you got 1 million coupons, you got to claim a jet.
Yeah, you got a jet, a fighter pilot jet or whatever. So that was the whole thing. So I had this confession, and this isn't like extreme or anything. We've really started off extreme. I found a copy of Red Dead Redemption for sale in an op shop for $3 when it was first released in stores, and it was still $100 new. It was missing its barcode, and I'm pretty sure it had just been stolen. I bought it and flipped it for my own personal profit instead of telling the Vinnies what it was really worth. Vinnies is St. Vincent de Paul's.
It's the op shop.
But it's the op shop. It's the thrift store. It's just made me think, has there ever been a time in your life where you've found a loophole and you've taken advantage of it? Like in the same manner. So off the back of video games, I used to work at EB Games. So what I used to do is I used to get like really cheap games
as well.
Elsewhere. GameSpot. And I used to trade them in because I knew what their trade prices were. So if I could buy them for like $1 and they were trading at like $6, I would make that money back. It's not a loophole per se, but it's just kind of smarter.
Insider knowledge.
It's insider knowledge. But if I had told you about the Pepsi thing, I might have told you about what my other thing was.
No.
Did I not?
No, I don't think so.
Entrepreneur. I just find it interesting. So I have told my chat. It was Christmas, not last year, the year previously, and my local shopping center was running, if you spend $20 in store and take it to the information desk kiosk, you get like a scratchy and you get a chance to, like, you take the receipt and you get a chance to win like a gift voucher. Do you not see what this loophole already is?
You just get other people's receipts?
Either that or because if it was over $20, they would only still give you one, right?
Oh, you worked it.
No, this is like last year or something. So
okay.
like, no, I was streaming. So because over Christmas, because I have worked in retail, I know that you have until the end of January to return anything you buy.
Oh, so you'd buy stuff, claim it, and then take it back.
Every day, all participating stores, I would go, there was like 300 stores in the
You didn't seriously do this? Did you make a YouTube video about it? Because otherwise you're a horrible person.
I didn't make a YouTube video about it.
This is what you make a YouTube video about.
I know now it's content. So, no, it's perfectly legal, L-dubs. $20 at all participating stores. It must have been like 20 stores or something a day. I felt bad doing it too much because I knew there was literally just no limit. But I would wait until there's a different person on the kiosk every day as well. So make sure it wasn't the same person catching me out. I'd just pretend I'd been a big shopping spree that day for Christmas because it was like early December. Kept all the receipts, kept all the stuff that I bought. Made sure it wasn't stuff that was like going to expire or anything. It was all just like clothes from JJ's and shit. Took all the scratchies.
I was wearing.
Sorry. And then yeah, did all the scratchies. Got a bunch of like free. It was all gift vouchers to the shopping center. Yeah. But like, would you not? Part of me knew that I was doing something bad.
So that is, okay, so firstly, did you get anything good from it?
Yeah, I probably got up to like a couple of $100 worth of scratchies, but I honestly felt bad doing it more than I did. I only did it for like a week. I could have absolutely reamed that.
Shameless.
Shameless.
there's the what's the YouTube channel, the British guy, and he goes and he shows all like the YouTube I want to say something Brit. He's like, anyway,
you got this.
There's this guy who makes all this Spiffing Brit. That's it, the Spiffing Brit. He finds like loopholes in like everything and makes YouTube videos about it.
Let me screenshot.
You could have done that, and that is the perfect YouTube video. Oh, so like this is all you have to do, and then bam, you go.
I felt like I was doing something bad though. It's only been like a year or so that I can talk about it.
But you do it, and then a year later you post the video, like when you feel comfortable enough to make it.
Look, I didn't see if they did it last year, but if they did it again, unless somebody else caught on as well. But like in my head, I was thinking, if anybody else worked this out, they would be doing the same damn thing. It's not that everyone else is just like more morally higher, that they're like, hey, I could do this, I'm just choosing not to. My God, it was in my suburb of all things, like the Bronx, the absolute hood over here.
So I found plenty of loopholes in Tarkov, but that's like nowhere near as exciting as real life.
No, I still think that's cool though.
Yeah.
What is it, like dev error?
No, like I found a way that I could have unlimited money at the start of the wipe, and people like lost their mind, said I was cheating.
But it's valid though.
Perfectly fair and legal. So
you
when they added the flea market to the
publicize
game,
it?
well, no.
Yeah.
When they added the flea market to the game, I worked out that you could just buy stuff on the flea market, buy stuff from the traders and sell it straight on the flea market. The first item in the game you need is like a healing item. You have to hand 3 of them over. So I would I worked out the perfect pattern or the perfect quest line to how do I get those items from the traders, and I worked out I could do it in like an hour and a half. So in an hour and a half,
which usually takes people how long?
Oh, ages, right? So I speed ran all the way to this quest item, got it unlocked, and then I was literally buying a full stash of them and then putting it up on the flea market for like 150, 200,000 rubles each, which is like a lot. And they would all sell instantly. And then I would go back to the trader and then do it again. And then I'd do it again. And it was less than 2 hours into the wipe and I had 150 million rubles. And Nikita sent me a message. The lead dev of Tarkov sent me a message. Goes, make the money go. And I'm like, no, that's mine. That's my money. I deserve it. You can't take this away from me. And he goes, spend it or get rid of it. I'm like, fine. And so I literally just went to the flea market and just bought whatever I wanted. Like I just like massive shopping spree.
Great.
People would just put stuff
the money go. How did he know you had the money? Was he
it was it was trending across the category. Like everyone's like, Pest has cheated. Pest has cheated. This is like ludicrous. Like every single streamer was like, it was just filled everyone's
chat. I can just imagine the Reddits now.
Because you imagine like you start the game with like maybe 500,000 rubles and there's like, we're 2 hours into a wipe and I'm sitting there with 120 million in my stash. And like, so that is where the trader limits.
Rosebud.
This is where the trader limits came on each of the traders. So you can only buy like 3 items at a time now.
Yeah.
Because initially I went.
Because of you.
Yeah, I was buying like 300 at a time and putting them straight on the flea market. And then,
Oh my God. Wow.
Every way that I could think of a way.
Reddit eats your heart out. Why do they hate you?
Another one that I did was they started making the flea market was the price of an item was dictated by how much it was selling for on the flea market. So we found an ammo in the game that was worth like, I'm not exaggerating, like 10 rubles. And I said, okay, so what we'll do is I've got like 100 million. I'll distribute some of this cash out and then we'll all just keep buying this ammo for like 3,000 rubles a round. So instead of it being worth like 19, we're selling it for like 3,000 each. So we did that for like 3-4 hours each and just kept selling it across the flea market. Everyone was just buying it like crazy it. And then we bought out the entire 1.5 million rounds at like 19 rubles, waited a day. And so that was like 100 million rubles worth of ammo.
Yeah.
We waited a day and the price went up to like 700 rubles a round. And so we literally just then consulted the traders and I worked out it was worth like nearly 2 billion rubles from what we did.
You were running the flea market over there.
And it was like the worst round in the game. And all of a sudden we just made 2 billion rubles from it. And then they overnight they disabled that feature in the game.
Pump and dump. Moneyball. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Very inside baseball.
But yeah, so there's been loopholes, but it might be not as exciting as stealing from people.
Nah, I still think that's super interesting though. Like I love that shit.
I used to be like so obsessed with Tarkov that I would know everything, like every little part of that game. I still love the game, but there's no way I can put my mind into the thought process of
into the intricacies of how much that is now.
Yeah.
How I ran the most expensive cartel in Tarkov. Oh, Moneyball's a film about the concept. Got it.
I still love the game, chat. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's fine. You're fine. You love the game. Okay.
The next stage would be like to get Bitcoins in the game and then somehow pump the price of Bitcoin off the game. So then the in-game price goes up. So then I can sell it in game. And everyone's like, why don't you do it for the real money? It's like, no, Tarkov more important.
No, Tarkov money. Okay. So this confession I'm going to read you, I have been, to this day, from 2018, I've been getting updates from this confession. So I believe it to be true. I think I've also received photos at some point. So it is so far-fetched, but it has legitimacy. So over the course of 5 years, I'm still getting updates. Are you ready?
Yep.
When I was 13, I lost my virginity on holiday to a 15-year-old girl from down south. We met on the plane and spent the whole holiday together. The thing is, we had unprotected sex the day before our flight home. I realize they're 2 minors, but just hear me out. I found out her name and that was it. I haven't spoken to her since. I'm now 20. My group of male friends know about it. My friends joke with me saying that I'm a dad, and as much as I laughed it off, it did bother me. I told my best friend who's a girl about it, and we searched the other girl up on Facebook. We found her, and she has a 7-year-old daughter. Her birthday adds up to near the date where we met. Am I potentially actually a father? I don't know what to do. So this guy has gained notoriety in our stream as P Daddy. We call him P Daddy, like potential daddy. So ever since I've to the amount of the 2000 that I've been through, I've got about 8 updates and they're not that long. So our advice was you should reach out. Like, you know, just check in with her, see if it's your kid or see if you can find out any kind of information. So he did.
My question
And then
is,
about go.
did you ever have relations with a 13-year-old when you were 15?
No.
Okay, cool. Move on.
Sup,
Did
Pete?
you?
Wait, why?
Oh, because just narrowing down who could be potential people.
Potential dad again. This is like a week or 2 later. She knew my first name, but I didn't tell her where I was from. I think this is him answering questions. I only got Facebook when I was 16 and I rarely used it. More of a Twitter Insta guy. The thought of being a dad actually excites me. The circumstances aren't great, but mistakes happen and her daughter is gorgeous. I asked my friend if she thought she has any of my features and she said without a doubt she has my eyes and nose.
I feel
So
like
this is-
I know there's a lot more coming, but I kind of already feel like if the person's already like 8 years into raising this child, it's like,
yeah, it's like, can you really step in?
yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna help out now.
Or-
I'm 21.
Yeah, but no, because I think that's kind of what we said. Like, do you want to be a dad? Because even if it's yours, like, and she hasn't bothered to track you down at this point, like, do you want to?
Yeah.
But no, he said he did. Hi, Kiki. I said last Sunday about me potentially being a father from when I was 13 on a holiday. Never got the chance to reply. Stream ended. So you asked if I wanted to be a dad. The thought of it actually makes me excited. My friend messaged her for me as I didn't know what to say. After a few days, I have spoken to her on the phone and have agreed to do a DNA test to see if I am the dad to her 7-year-old daughter. So I guess the circumstances were that, like, yeah, she didn't know. I mean, also, like,
How did he find her? How good is your stalking abilities?
Hey, give me one initial of somebody you met 6 years ago and I will find them in 30 seconds flat. Don't underestimate girls.
So
Do not do it.
this is a thing that I used to do. If we're going to talk
What?
about like
Go on.
tracking people down.
Confessions.
So what I used to do when I was dating people on Tinder, because most of the time they have like their Instagram linked and stuff like that. I would like, if I matched with someone and I was going to meet them or talk to them before I actually spoke to them, I would like, okay, find some information about them so you actually have like a thing to talk about so you can actually, yeah.
I actually screenshot this as a confession to read to you because I think it's such 5-head move.
Yeah,
So
I used to do that all the time.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
So the confession that I screenshot was like somebody that said that they catfish a person first with like an alternate account person, etc. Get all the information out of like what they like and all their interests, and then they'll match them as as their real self. And yeah.
Wow, that's
Anyway.
big brain.
Right? That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. But yours is also a big brain. It's just kind of a different route to the same answer. That's so fucked up. Got it.
Then they shouldn't
Anyway.
have it on public.
It's true. It's just don't hate the player, hate the game.
Oh, the catfishing.
I'm gonna start doing this.
The catfishing's a bit weird.
Yeah,
but,
no,
like,
the cat. Okay, what? But the stalking isn't.
no, like if they've got their profile on public on Facebook or something, and they've left a photo open from 4 years ago that they're at a band or something.
I'm gonna start doing this. All right. Follow up number 2. If I am the dad, then I want to be there for my daughter. Having grown up a lot myself. Wait, hang on. I have a question. Did you meet Christina on Tinder?
Yeah, yeah.
Did
The first thing
you
she
do
said
the
to
same
me.
thing to her?
No, because her profile is fairly locked down. This is what she said to me. She goes, we said like literally like 3 lines to each other. I can't even remember. It was like, hey, how you going? Good. I'm like, I don't know. It was like, hey, we said something like very like, I was like, oh, you know, we should catch up sometime or something. And she goes, I'm really busy now. How about you message me in 2 weeks? So I put a reminder in my phone and said 2 weeks, message Christina. And then I didn't message her again until 2 weeks later. And I sent her a message saying, hey, it's been 2 weeks. You still keen to talk? And then she was like, oh my God, he waited 2 weeks.
Oh,
So yeah.
was she actually busy now
I don't
that
know.
you guys talk about it? Or
I never
was she
actually
like-
asked. No, I think she was finishing one of her degrees or something. Like,
Oh,
it was like assessment like time for she was doing a master's. I don't know. I actually don't even know.
That's funny. Jesse goes, the girls group chat is basically the NSA for my new Tinder matches. I send one screenshot and get a full report back. Honestly, chat, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm okay at it, but like my best friend Jade, give her one name and I it doesn't even matter if it's just like Josh. It's like she will tell you everything there is to know about that person in like 15 minutes flat. I only say 15 minutes because she's got 3 kids. All right. Follow-up number 2. If I am the dad, then I want to be there for my daughter. Having grown up a lot myself now, 20. She was 15, by the way, and I'm 13. Well, I was 13. I'm looking at the DNA test as like not if she has slept with many people, but the fact that I want pure proof if I am the dad or not, as this has been on my mind for a few years. I know the chat will take the piss, but at the end of the day, there's a 7-year-old girl there who doesn't know who her dad is. And if it is me, then I want to be there for every school play, parents' evening, dance, etc., etc. But thank you for your honesty. Again, like I didn't know what our reply was. All right.
I actually have a question here.
Go on.
This is kind of on topic.
Yeah.
DNA testing to like ancestry and all that.
Yes.
Are you for it?
Well, here's the thing.
Because I was going to get it done and then I decided against it.
Right? Same. So chat were talking about how like they always say that I look partially Asian, which I to a degree agree. And my mom is adopted. Not that I don't know her heritage, but it's just weird. I do. So they sent me an ancestry kit to find out like what my genetics were. But then chat were like, no, like the government take your like stuff and like, you know, whatever. Is that why you're against it?
It's like your most like core you. And you're giving that information to someone.
Agreed. But you're also giving it to the doctor when you get a blood test.
Yeah, but they're not off doing a DNA test and then like
you don't you don't know that.
No, but like,
you don't know what they're doing with that.
There's now court cases where DNA tests have led from like ancestry and that have led to the arrest of or tracking down of an individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then it's also the argument where it's like, what are you worried about? Are you going to get arrested for something? What have you done? What have you done?
It's not that what have I done. It's
what are you going to do?
What if my daughter does something, and then
does it transcend?
Well, because our DNAs are so close. If my DNA is in the system, then it might help them track her down for something that she might have potentially done.
What's she doing?
I don't care. If she wants to murder people, she can. You can't stop that.
I would let her
Dexter
murder
in the
me. She's so
making.
cute.
You don't know what I've been training her to do.
Oh, no wonder you need such big property. What do you got going on over there?
A lot of bodies.
Live your best life, little pest. That's funny.
No, but in all seriousness, that's how they tracked down one of the serial killers. Was like they found someone like that was very close. It was like a cousin, and they worked out that it was someone in that family that had been that serial killer.
Yeah.
And the person was a police officer, and that's how they found him in the system. A lot of serial killers apparently are police officers.
The ones that don't get caught. Really?
The ones that don't get caught are usually police officers because they know how the system works, or in law enforcement.
Yeah, true. Have you seen that guy that everyone suspects is a spy that just disappeared one day? It's like this video, and I think it was
very
on, like,
broad.
One of those...
That have you seen that guy?
I know. Hold on. No. Hold on. I forget the context of it. Chat might remember, but it was like
It was the Golden
there was all
State
this.
Killer, the one I'm talking about. Just so you know.
Is that America?
Yep.
Yeah, no, there was a guy who the final comments were that he just disappeared and that he was a spy, that he actually had to like kill himself or something. But the last ones were like him walking into a hotel and just never again. But I don't know, I forget. It was interesting though. But do you reckon spies just off themselves because they've been told to?
A
Would you
spy,
ever be a spy?
a good spy would disappear. Like, there's countries you can just buy a passport for. Like, wouldn't a spy just go, I'll just buy a passport and just disappear?
Is it that easy?
I assume so.
Wouldn't everyone do it then?
Well, okay, for example, Malta, you buy a piece of property for 1.5 million euro, you get a Maltese passport. And there's places in like in the Pacific that you can pay like $100,000 and you get a passport. So you might have to go through a few stages, but like you'd eventually get a passport in a country that can't be tracked as easily because they do it all by paper. And then anyway, would I be a spy? I would have loved to be a spy when I was younger, not anymore.
Right. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a spy. Pest knows a lot. Pest knows too much.
When you are in the military for a long time and you're outfield for weeks and months on end, you talk a lot of crap. Like a lot of crap.
In what?
Zombie apocalypse? I know exactly my whole plan.
Oh
from
my
start
God.
to finish. You know
I've
what I mean?
heard this story 1,000 times.
You
Every
know?
man has a zombie apocalypse plan.
Down to the T. I used
One's
to have
in
a
the
grab
chat.
bag ready to go. I used to have a grab bag ready to go. Like meds, everything. I had like bags, like drip bags ready to go.
Yeah. But okay, have you seen Doomsday Preppers? What is the number one thing that you think will happen that will lead to needing that? Like, is it going to be zombies? Is it going to be a meteorite? Is it going to be like the government overthrown? Like what?
I think the next big world war will put the stability of the planet in disarray. Because people will be like, well, there's no point in living anymore.
True.
Just do whatever the hell I want. I think that's probably going to be the next major tipping point.
Who do you think the next big war is going to be between?
If I had to guess from current world politics, I'd say if there's enough of a global shift, there needs to be some sort of like reason or thing that would push it over. So, for example, if Russia's attack on Ukraine was enough distraction for the world, China that could then go, well, this is our opportunity to take like Hong Kong or Taiwan over and by like military force and then push through Asia and take control of Asia or the Pacific or whatever. Like that's kind of how it will all happen. It'll be won't be just one country. It'll be like all the countries will make the move at the same time.
Yeah.
And then there'll probably be like a civil war in America at the same time because like the left's attacking the right, and then you know like it'll be like that. It'll just be
like everyone's jumping on.
Yeah. I
don't think we can ever have another epidemic. I don't think people will even like bother. Not in this lifetime. Do you know what I mean? Like I remember the day when the Americans were like,
before it'd be allowed.
We're just not. Yeah, legit. But no, even then, I think next time they're just going to be like, we're just not doing it. We're just like the Floridians are like, okay, there's just COVID doesn't exist anymore. Never mind. We're done. We're done caring.
And if we're going to talk about like control of the world, because someone in my chat saying US is a falling empire, it's going to blow out of because they are losing control over the world. Same. It's all about who controls the oceans, the seas. That's where world control happens. If you control the sea, you control all the trade, all the oil, everything. And so that's why America has the biggest navy in the world and the first and second biggest air force. So
yeah.
But China's said instead of building aircraft carriers, we build islands, and they just take a big ship out into the middle of the ocean and just dredge up the ocean to make a big pile of dirt, and then they smother it with rocks around the edges, and they've got an island, and that's their aircraft carrier. So anyway, Waterworld will happen, and it'll be great. I can't swim that well, but
terrifying. Whatever.
So
whatever happens.
Where were we up to? This guy.
We were at P Daddy. Yeah. So it was potentially his, and he was going to take a DNA test. Okay. Potential father update. Hey, Kiki. So I traveled to London on Monday to do the DNA test.
Wait, traveled to where?
To London on Monday to do the DNA test.
Surely.
What?
Okay, this is my first red flag of this whole thing.
Hmm.
You could just do a DNA test anywhere. Like, you wouldn't have to fly somewhere to do a DNA test unless, like, they're already from London.
I mean,
If they're from Australia and they're flying to London to do a DNA test, that's not true.
no, sorry. So I think this was all based in the UK.
Okay.
And he was outside of London, and the woman and her child were based in London.
Keep going.
Uh-huh. I met up with her later that night and we went for a meal to discuss things. And I'm going to confess that she is gorgeous as. Anyways, back to the reason I was there. So we sent everything off on Tuesday. Says it takes between 4 to 5 days to do it. And so at some point this week, I will know the answer. We agreed for me not to meet her daughter as, firstly, we aren't together. And secondly, if it's not me, I'll be off again. So we don't want her to get any ideas, especially at a young age. It's been an interesting few days. We met up in the day while she has been at school. And for some reason, it hasn't been awkward at all. Like, why am I enjoying this time with her? Why am I getting the feels that if I'm not the dad, it's actually going to hurt? I'm nervous as hell. I haven't seen her this weekend as obviously she's been looking after her daughter. And I'm like really excited to see her tomorrow, but nervous in case we get the results tomorrow. Sorry for the long paragraph. I just need to get off my chest. So at this point, he starts to catch the... What are you eating?
A boost.
Oh, you got favorites?
Yeah, Christina brought them over.
Yeah.
With caramel wallabies.
What? That's a thing now?
Yeah, apparently.
Is that because of the World Cup? Or...
I don't know. Oh, maybe.
What? No, but we're not got the...
Mm.
No. Oh, maybe
What's the
it's
next one?
because it's a caramel one. Okay,
I need to know what happens next. Is he the father?
Potential father. The end of my chapter and the beginning of something new. Check your DMs. I've changed my name to my actual username. I don't know what the DMs were, but official P Daddy. Well, it's been a few weeks since I was here and I have a big update for why. So after finding out that I was her father, I went home a couple of days later and had a sit down with my parents. I told them everything. Surprisingly, they took it very well and was very happy about it. After working out things, I agreed to go live down south for a month to see how things go. A week ago on Friday after school, I met my daughter. I was so nervous. I was thinking, what if she hates me as I haven't been around and everything negative? She knew I was going to be waiting for her at home. As she came through the door, she ran straight into the front room and gave me a big hug. I'll never forget the way she did it. And she said, "Hello, Daddy." She wanted a big sleepover to celebrate and I haven't left since. I've got myself a full-time job now here and have agreed to pay bills, etc., etc. I've met with her school and got put down as her parent. Life is great and I have my own little family. Sorry for it being so long. I pre-wrote this. Thank you to you and everyone in your stream for helping me through this strange journey. It's now my life and I'll be eternally grateful. Right?
Feels good, man moment, you know?
Feels good. That wide people happy. Right? So yeah, he found out that she was his and then he did like the right thing, moved that way, found a job. Like these confessions are like weeks, if not months in between. So it's not just like somebody rattling off. The next one I've got is short and sweet today. I think I'm in love. That's all.
This is P Daddy. Official.
This is P Daddy. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, with another woman.
No! With her sister. Peter, I have a few confessions today. Firstly, I confess that I've spent £800 for my daughter's Christmas. Why have I done that? Secondly, I confess I've missed the last 2 confessionals to make my last confession more exciting. Finally, I confess I am now in a relationship with my daughter's mother. Merry Christmas.
Aww.
I know.
You did this. This is for you.
I know, right? So I feel responsible. Like confessions did, chat did. That's where the screenshots end, but it's not where it ends. But I know the rest. So they are now up to the point. Like this is 2018, mind you, chat. It is 2023.
Okay.
They are now married. Mm-hmm.
I know this has all been anonymous, but at this stage,
yes.
He could just come forward and it's no longer weird.
Pestily salute.
Yeah, no, he did come forward. Yeah, like he's been in he shows up in chat like every couple of months.
But I'd want to see like a photo of the fam, you know, like.
I think he sent me one, to be honest. It's actually been probably about a year since like any of this really. Because it kind of came to an end. Like he's married. He married her. And they've got another child on the way. Or maybe I think the child's probably born by now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so like
cool.
it all kind of wrapped up about a year ago or so. So every now and then we get updates. He stops in. But I actually wouldn't even know his username because he is so like scarcely. I know. Okay.
Well, next time in the UK, I'll go and go again.
Oh my god, please! How good, right?
Wide people happy.
You got a TwitchCon?
No.
Oh.
No, I've decided to never go back to the United States.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, I'm joking. I like me to chat
do
mad.
to you?
No, I think I'll go IEM.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the
No,
car?
I'm not taking the car. The Colada is just it's in the shed now. The studio. I'm moving to the studio next week.
Oh yeah. Is it gonna be ready?
It'll be move-inable. It's got all its lights and power and internet connections all sorted. The flooring goes in this week, and the kitchen will be the week after. So the kitchen will get put in whilst I'm in there.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've got to move some things around.
We need another like horrific one.
All right, I
don't want to feel good. I go to confessions to hear sins, the sins of the people. People want to know why my camera's flipped. I don't know how. This is the way it should be.
Is it because you're using?
This is good because I look towards Kiki.
Yeah. What's wrong with that, chat? He's fine. Oh yeah, it does look weird actually. No.
Why?
Yeah, no, yeah. Doesn't Trainwrecks have a Christmas tree in the background as well?
Mocking my tree.
Yeah.
Did you get at Kiki on Discord?
No.
Oh.
Somebody fucking stole it.
Because it says here at Kiki.
Sorry, I swear. No, it's just Kiki underscore Twitch, as far as I'm aware.
What's the next one, Kiki?
Yeah, hang on, I'm pressing buttons. Okay. This is one of the I've got categories. Do you want gross?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chat, do you want gross?
Do you want gross, chat?
So I flew into Adelaide to do this calendar shoot.
Actual. God, it was so cold. I remember sleeping in like 3 jumpers.
My house is not that cold.
It was so cold. And you were like, oh yeah, if you were here like a week earlier, we would have had heated flooring.
Oh,
but
yeah.
now, suffer, bitch.
It must have been in between the winter and the summer.
It was. You're like, we just turned it off. It's cold
put it back
out.
on for you. I feel bad.
No, it's fine. I had jumpers for a reason. Okay, this is for the men in chat. When I was at school a few years ago, I got hit in the groin by a volleyball. Quite by accident, the class clown decided to kick the volleyball and it went straight at me. As a consequence, my 2 testicles are kind of smushed into one. I didn't realize until a year or so later. Do you think women will be bothered by this?
What do you mean they're smushed into one?
Okay, that's what I asked, so there's a follow-up. I asked the same question. Follow-up says, it was torsion of the testicle. Rare chances to males. Basically, the glands and shit that hang the testicle wrap around the testicle and suffocate the blood flow. I went to emergency department and had surgery to fix it, but it was too late. Passed out for 16 hours because of the pain. Vomited for 6 hours straight, but was so scared to call the ambo or helpline and ask what to do. At first, I thought I had just knocked it and was just really painful. The doctor told me after the surgery, the pain I went through over 36 hours was the equivalent of giving birth to 3 kids in a row. So I mean with the lads about it, when I hear females talk about birth, I'm like, lol, on the inside, I had 3 kids in a row. Cheers to the tips. Appreciate it a lot from everyone. A lot of it's like mental insecurities, like believing I'm half a man and whatnot, just stupid mental shit. But in reality, it doesn't affect the sex life. Your last testicles works overdrive in sperm production.
So you can still have kids?
Yes. I
So-
assume so.
Normally, like, I haven't like got extensive knowledge on testicular torsion,
Okay.
but apparently, like your testy goes black if it gets twisted or anything like that.
Okay, but that like is that internally, or you mean your ball sack?
I don't know. I could Google it, but am I going to get in trouble?
Don't Google it.
No, but apparently, like it actually kills off the testy. So
Yeah, well, I mean, it would if like you're cutting off the blood flow to it. It's like putting a string around your finger or something and just like drop off.
yeah, because I know a fair few nurses, and it's actually quite common that people lose a testy. So what was the question?
Yeah.
Do you think women are going to care? I wouldn't open with, "Hey,
Yeah.
my name's Pestily and I've got 1 testicle."
So, yeah, agreed. But I think the answer was that somebody clip that, please.
chat saying you use a CMS kit to fix it.
Yeah, catch it in time. 1 pest test. Is that what they're calling you? 1 test pest.
Yeah, the 1 testy
Testicle. I'm 1 pesticle to 1 testicle pesticle.
The 1 testy pesty.
Oh yeah, you could get an implant as well.
Oh, that sounds horrific.
Okay, but you'd be unconscious and you'd be on pain meds.
You know what I would honestly do in this situation?
Okay, go on.
I would probably put some kids in the freezer.
True.
Just in case. Whilst you still do have production, I'd be like, freezing some just in case.
True.
It probably, I don't know how long they last, but probably 10 years or something. And then that way, at least if I ever wanted to have kids. No, I'd put my daughter in the freezer.
What the doctors say.
No, I'd put some sperm in I'd put some sperm in the sperm bank to make sure if I wanted to have kids, in case something was going to happen to the other one.
All right. I'm 28 and still sleep in my parents' bed most nights.
Why?
I don't know.
Was that the whole confession?
That was the whole confession.
No follow-ups or anything?
Nothing. 28 and still sleep in my parents' bed most nights. You know what chat I've had with chat recently? And I err between using a personal ick and a red flag. But it's a red flag for me if grown men refer to their parents as mummy and daddy. Like, not jokingly.
Just ruined my relationship with Daddy Toast.
Daddy Toast is fine. But my dad and I were watching like this English comedian, and our chat have reminded me who it was, where he was making like a documentary. It was kind of satirical. It was funny. But when they got to the serious parts, he was still referring to like his daddy's, he was like talking to his mum, and he was like, oh, when daddy's operation, like I thought we were going to lose him. Or it was like when mummy had her operation. Jack Whitehall, that's who it is. Thank you, Lachlan. And so I was like, yeah, thanks, chat. Why though? Is that like a prestigious English thing? Or is it just weird? It's just weird.
I don't know. 2 things.
He's just posh.
I'm going to say one thing. I'm not going to yuck someone's yum. You know, if they enjoy it.
But this isn't a kink. This isn't sexual.
Or
is that where you're leading with this?
No, I'm just saying that, you know, if they enjoy sleeping with their parents as an adult, good on them. It's
okay.
Weird. But secondly, now that I said I'm not going to yuck someone's yum.
Let me yuck the yum. What?
Have you seen the YouTube channel updating?
No, what is that?
It is my favorite YouTube channel. And
That's a big call.
Okay, I'm gonna say something now. If I reckon it's gonna be the one channel that people are gonna live react to on Twitch. And you
Shut the fuck up. I'm already stealing this content.
Yep. I'm giving you the content.
Done. Thank you.
It is my favorite TV show. So what it is,
I assume it's about age gaps, right?
No. So what it is, it's blind dating. They literally blindfold them, and they do like in a comedy show. So they put a couple of people up the front, and then a guy interviews them and like asks them questions while they're dating each other, and it's in front of like a live audience. And they travel around.
They're in front of a live audience?
Yeah. And they travel around, and anytime during the show, people can like text the other guy up the front and say, "Hey, I reckon I could have a shot with this person." So then like the crowd will come up and be like, "Hey, my name's Kevin, and I'm better than this bloke. I'm more muscular. I'm like, I got a better
she can
attitude."
choose to
she can pick
him out.
Yeah. And
where does it end though? Where does she take the blindfold off and meet?
Well, they just go they talk for a little bit, and then they go, "Do you want to kiss or not?" And they can kiss before they unblindfold, and then
so this is like dating in the dark,
kind of
like weirder
with a live audience, and it's really good. And
I've watched Dating in the Dark.
And there was one episode where they did older people, and there was like an 80-year-old dude with like a 60-year-old woman and like a 50-year-old guy, and it was so.
Do they
funny.
try and be nice about setting them up, or do they literally
it's
just
like
don't
it's a
care?
proper
They do
data
it for
show.
content.
But they ask him like the questions that you wouldn't ask normally.
The meat market.
They ask him questions that they wouldn't normally ask. Like they'll ask stuff like, "So, like I don't know, like how do you?
That's interesting.
What's your best way of getting someone off?" And then, but they'll ask him in front of the other person. So then, like they have to like.
Oh my! Oh. Okay, now that you're here, I have a question to ask you. Now that you and your chat are here, I want everyone to answer this. Because I was at the pub yesterday and we had a discussion over drinks. Do you reckon you've had chat? Do you reckon you've had more pints or wanks in your life?
Wanks.
This is the degenerate version of the doors and wheels thing.
Wanks.
More pints or wanks? Are you getting botted?
No, my whole chat's just going into it. Let's get everyone trying to say wanks.
They're all trying to say wanks.
Auto mod's losing its crap. Like,
chat, call it wonks.
Yeah,
winks.
Just call it winks. Say winks instead.
Winks. Winks, chat. You guys all reckon it's wanks?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Really? Really?
I'd have to be an alcoholic, and even then I still don't
It was
think...
a debatable topic at drinks, though. This one just seems too easy for them.
Cheer 100E.
Amazing. Thanks. I'll take that for research purposes.
The show was called Updating. Updating.
Yeah, George found the link. Thank you.
It is so good. You could literally, as soon as Confession's over, just start watching it. There's not a lot of episodes. There's not a lot of episodes.
How long does an episode last?
Anywhere up to 40 minutes. The first ones are quite short.
I love that shit, like Dating in the Dark. Like people say that it doesn't matter about like appearance and whatnot, but then like they take the blindfold off.
Yeah, the newer episodes.
Do they kiss in the blindfold or do they take it off first?
So they kiss with the blindfold on,
and then they take it off,
and then they take it off, and then they go, "Do you want to kiss again?" And then a lot of the time they're like,
Josh says there's 126 videos.
Moist.
No, a lot of them be shorts. A lot of them be
Still no
shorts.
gold pepper.
Because I found them through shorts, and then they started posting. Like actual long form content.
Yeah.
And,
wild.
And some guys will have like really great personalities, and the chick's like super keen, and then they'll take the blindfold off, and he's short, and the chick will just be like, "Nah." So what they usually do is they'll have like one person that will be like the main person, but they'll have a few. Like, so say there's the chick, they'll have a few guys. So like, they'll
so it's like perfect match where there's like 3 behind the wall.
Kinda. Like sometimes they'll be like a chick, they'll introduce her to a guy, then they'll bring in another guy. Like that guy will leave, and then they'll have a new guy come in.
Number 1, what's your favorite idea?
Not really like that.
Date?
It's just really chill. It's like funny and chill. So.
Oh my god.
It's honestly my favorite show on YouTube, and every time they post a video, I'm like there within minutes.
Oh my god, no, I'm taking that. Would you ever go on Married at First Sight if you weren't married?
That the normal TV show? No, I wouldn't go on any mainstream television show. I wouldn't.
Like not as you are because you're Pestily, or just not
ever.
in general?
Because they manipulate it to have there is people that go on those shows that are lovely, and then they'll just change. They'll cut it to make you the villain.
Yeah.
And then you have that, like, you could be the most hated person for that reason. Like, The Bachelor, they do it heaps.
Right.
They do it so much with The Bachelor.
Maths just would have like a bad rep. Like, if that never worked out for you, nobody would ever want to date you. Like, once it didn't work out, like, oh, you've been on Maths. See you later. It doesn't even matter if you were like
even stuff like Survivor. Like it'd be cool to do it, but then at the same time, it's like they always have to make a villain.
Yeah, they do. Well, then just don't be the villain, Pest.
You have a choice sometimes. Sometimes you have to kill them, right?
Wow. Okay. Sometimes you have to put them in the freezer.
Yeah. That's the reason we have barrels in Adelaide.
Wow. Okay.
A friend of mine is actually filming Love Island USA.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like doing the filming?
Yeah, she's one of the producers.
Oh, no way.
It's in Fiji. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but they're filming 2 seasons in Fiji. Actually, no, they actually it's already started getting published. So.
Sure it is.
Yep.
That's sick and sick. I never watch that. I don't watch any of that stuff, but like, I mean, I know what Love Island is.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that the one? No, wait, that's X on the Beach.
It's so cringe.
Like,
it
rocks
is
up out of the water. I can't watch them. I just think they're
so cringe. Like I never use the word
shallow.
cringe, and it's so cringe.
No, it's just shallow. It's just weird. Isn't that the one where they like have to not have sex as well?
No,
like,
it's literally just like
I was thinking of some MTV one. I don't know.
American Chads with like.
They're told that.
I'm not trying to call them
I know,
bimbos, but you know what I mean. Like,
no, they're meatheads.
Yeah, like
All of them
meathead,
just have
like
empty heads.
gym junkies with like, I don't know, just really dolled up women in bikinis, and then they're like, go and have sex on an island and make us content. Like,
yeah, literally. Like the content's just gonna.
It's like Geordie Shore, Jersey Shore kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And they get matched up with people, but then, you know, like they'll be like, oh, I really like Kevin now.
Yeah, they'll do it for the conflict. They'll match them with somebody that they're not.
And I'm 99% sure all of them do it just to boost their social medias.
Oh, for sure they come out with like, more following. Once there was a Pornhub free for a month thingo. And then I was like, fuck yes, I'll just remember to cancel it on me mum's credit card. And then next minute, a month later, me mum asked me, Luce mate, this is Lucy from my chat, by the way, did you buy something on me card? And then I was like, oh God, no, and panicked and just said, no. Then I played it off as if she got hacked. And then I made her cancel her credit card and buy a new one just because I didn't want to say it was me. She actually speaks like that, by the way.
Yeah.
Me mum's credit card, next minute.
Is that Pornhub Premium?
Yep.
What do you get for Pornhub Premium?
Not that I would know, but 1080p. No, wait, 4K.
Is that it?
Don't know. No ads, probably. Ad free.
I'm waiting for chat. No ads. More content. 4K.
More content? Who needs more porn on the internet to pay for? Like, have you watched it all, guys? Like, seriously? No ads. It's like they put it like midway.
What was it?
How do you know? I don't know.
Someone said, do you really want porn in 4K? There was a TV show or something where like they had new TVs come out, and it'd be the news reporter would be talking, and then it would show her again in 4K, and it'd be like all warts and stuff because like you could see.
Yes. Oh my God, do you remember Naked News on Comedy Channel? Did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, neither. It's just these hot weather girls just like literally standing there naked. Yeah, just reading the news.
Would you go on a show like, you know, the Naked on an Island show? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, Naked and Afraid?
Is it Naked and Afraid? Would you do that?
No, I would not. Absolutely not.
Because of the naked bit, or because?
No, I just wouldn't. I can't even go camping without crying. Like, no thanks. I'm not an outdoors person.
There's a show that's like, I think it's called Alive. And you're alone, and they literally they drop you off in the middle of like some area.
You got to outlast everybody else.
Yeah, but you don't know how long everyone else has been there.
Yeah.
Or how many people are left. That show is amazing. I watched the most recent season.
Yeah. Well, have you? So my dad was watching TV and he saw this ad for one in the UK that's kind of like Naked and Afraid, but they put like guy and girl naked. But it's like in the middle of England. Like there's houses, there are residential streets, there's the M5 or whatever it is. Like they are running across the highway naked, and they have to like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like, I think this is illegal, like public nudity.
Yeah, England has this law of allowed to free roam or something like that.
Wait, oh really?
And you're allowed to go on people's properties, really, because it's like you can literally, that's a field. I can walk through that legally, no problem. There's very small amount of personal space in the UK, like of private. You aren't allowed to like. It's called the right to roam. Yeah. So like, if there's a big bit of like land, you're allowed.
That?
Well, you know how there's those
With no
YouTube
fucking
videos.
clothes?
You know how there's the YouTube videos of people walking across England and they walk literally in a straight line, from like.
No.
Well, they do. Okay, so there's a YouTube videos of people like they walk from the west coast to the east
do in my
coast,
spare time. Okay.
and they'll literally just walk across paddocks and stuff in a straight line. And they all film that in the UK because you've got the laws that allow you to just the right to roam. So people will go, I'm going to walk that way until I can't walk that way any further. And it's actually
Have to go to my BG
kinda cool.
barbecue
What stops
soon.
them?
But this segment has been
What can't
brilliant.
they walk
D.
through?
I don't know, probably people's houses.
Would they walk over a house, like on the roof?
I don't know. I don't know
Are
the
they
exact
allowed?
things. And
Trespassing?
yeah, but
In America, you'd get shot.
yeah, in Australia, I think you'd probably be right in Australia as long as you until you got to the suburbs.
God.
In Australia, if you walk
Real-
through someone's farm, they'd be perfectly fine with it. They'd be like, "What are you doing, mate?" I'm like, "I was just going for a walk." And next minute, they'd be like, "Righto," and then a bullet hits you. So, bull, not a bullet, bull.
Okay, sure. Depends what country. Okay. I live in a multi-story building with many foreign families, and a lot of them have some kind of trouble with the police, distrainers, lawyers, and other creditors. When I'm at home, I often hear that there's someone who keeps ringing the doorbell to talk to one of those families. Apart from me, almost no one of these people work. They are sitting at home all day and watch TV, and therefore they know who's standing in front of the door and therefore do not open it. But I'm a helpful person, so I let them in by pressing the buzzer for the front door down the stairs. It's funny to watch the police while they are trying to get entrance to their apartments.
Wait,
Again,
I'm confused. Sorry. So
this person lives in an apartment building with a bunch of foreign families where police are after them, distrainers,
Yep.
lawyers, and creditors.
Yep.
So whenever he knows that there's police at the door, like the other families don't open like the buzzer door. They don't buzz the person past the gate because everyone's like, yeah,
But
they're
he
after
does.
us. But he does because he knows they're not after him.
Ah.
So he just watches the fun unfold.
that's cool. Also a horrible person, but that's cool.
I know, but also is he doing something wrong? If you need to go, by the way, you can go whenever. I'm just chilling. What's your least favorite?
Sure, right.
Same.
So I don't not like them. They're my least favorite.
What, so is there anything you won't eat from a favorite packet?
I can eat them all. But like,
Hmm.
but the thing is like, so when I was in the army, I had one of these boxes and I had all of them eaten except for the cherry ripes. And a guy came around and was playing like, I think League of Legends on my computer with a mate. And he saw all the cherry ripes there and he was like, oh, Pest must not like these. I'll just eat them. So he ate all my cherry ripes. And I was like, what did you do? You ate all my chocolate. Because I thought you didn't like them. And I'm like,
Saving the best for last.
can't just take my food, not replace it. Never got my cherry ripes back.
You don't like them. You're just causing conflict for no freaking reason over
No,
here.
they were mine. And if I want to one day eat my cherry ripes, I want my cherry ripes.
No.
I was pretty pissed
but
off though.
true
You
also.
can't just eat someone's
I'd
chocolate.
be pissed off. I get very food territorial.
I have a sweet tooth and I crave sugar. Like crave sugar. But when
Yeah.
I'm hungry, if there's only option is cherry ripe, I'm eating that cherry ripe.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, actually kind of true. But I just try not to leave it in the house.
Yeah, well, I said
But then I'll end up driving to a 24-hour IGA.
I've been eating like really healthy of late, and I don't know why Christina got the world's biggest pack of like favorites. It's nearly a kilogram of chocolate, and I'm already this deep. You know,
Pounding
like
through it. She probably got it for toast, and you've gone, yep.
she should have gave it to toast.
She probably put it there for toast. Oh, we've got guests. Toast is lovely. Here's some favorites. Now you're eating toast cherry ripes. All right. I once got really drunk and vomited on my laptop. It seeped inside, so I replaced the keyboard for $5 until it worked again, and then I sold it on to some fool. Yeah, going yum, 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 yum.
I did this.
You did? I was going to say I've done this too.
I was playing World of Warcraft. I was drinking beers and I spilled beer on my laptop. Went all into the keyboard. Screen like blue screened. I shut it. Put it under my bed. Left it there for a year. I tried turning on the next day. Didn't turn on. I shut it. Put it under my bed. Left it there for a year and sold it.
I did the same thing.
I opened it up. It worked. I sold it.
I did the same thing. Yep. It was some poor uni student as well. I passed it off for like a couple of $100.
Pretty sure it was my sister.
What, gin?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't sell it to her for a lot, but I did sell it.
She probably thinks she broke it.
I'm sure it still works.
I'm sure it doesn't. Oh, this one's so rude. I, male 18, confess. I met a girl, female 17, about 2 months ago. She helped me lose weight, loved me, and all that bullshit. And now that I'm fit, I went on a date with this chick, female 21. I met at the gym. Now I don't have the balls to break up with F17. Imagine being with somebody, you guys like working out together, and you get like, you feel like better about yourself, and you're just like, okay, fuck this, I'm gonna meet a girl at the gym. I mean, 2 months though, fuck that, whatever. Do what you want.
This is an interesting thing because like if you're unhealthy, like overweight, you don't take care of your appearance, like me. Everyone comments about how I don't do my hair. You don't take care of your appearance and all that stuff, and then you'll all of a sudden put all the effort into looking after yourself and making yourself a better person, and then all of a sudden you're getting overwhelming amount of like approaches from the other
attention,
the attention. That would be really difficult for some people to like not be like, wow, I got like the world is my oyster now.
But also, is it not part of those things where it's like, this is who was there when they liked me genuinely for me when I wasn't like quote unquote attractive?
I'm just saying, I'm just being devil's advocate here.
I get it. No, I get it completely. But it's like, it's one of those things. I guess you as like a streamer, right? Like, or anyone that's gained success or publicity or something. It's like there were those people there before if you were dating somebody before, but then it's like, are you always wary of like why they're dating you afterwards? If you met them under that climate?
Well, I wouldn't know. But like,
no, I know.
I pretty much don't talk to anyone who messages me that like, I served in the army with you. And I'm like, cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
I know. I get people from
I've had a few of them.
Stuff.
I've had a few of them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm never rude, but like, hey, if I have time, I respond and I say, yeah, it's going good.
Yeah. But it's like, if you were still friends with them, you would have been friends with them and kept up that friendship. It's like, why are you like reaching out now that you know that?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I saw you on Twitch. You're doing really well for you. We should catch up for a beer sometime. And I'm just like, I'm busy.
No. Yeah. It's like, I would have done that if we were friends earlier.
Yeah.
I broke my grandma's washing machine by breaking the electrical cord accidentally. I bought a dead mouse and positioned it to look like it chewed through the cable and died of electric shock. She bought the story.
I don't think I was reading chat. She died of electric shock.
No. I broke my grandma's washing machine by breaking the electrical cord accidentally. I bought a dead mouse and positioned it to look like it chewed through the cable and died of electric shock. She bought the story.
That's
so instead of
big
like
brain.
admitting that he did it. Yeah,
that's a claps in the chat, big brain kind of moment.
That is big brain. Like, look, the same outcome. The washing machine was dead. You may as well just not own it.
I would probably get it fixed.
Yeah, but what, at like fucking 15 or something? Sorry, freaking 15.
Fudge.
But God, I could go some fudge.
No, that's big brain. I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just pushed the washing machine back up against the wall and walked away and gone, it's just stopped working. This is weird.
I'm trying to think, when have I done that and like not taken like ownership of doing something and probably blamed it on someone else?
I don't really have one for that.
I think I do, but it's not coming to mind. Yeah, I don't know.
I moved out of home pretty early, so that kind of stuff would have had to happen when I was still at home.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, but like just not taking accountability for something in general. Like hell, it could have been like Christina. You just didn't want to be like you knew something was an accident, like breaking like a cable or something. So instead, you're just like, oh yeah, it arrived like this.
I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I'm gonna push the milk on the ground. I'm like, oh, a mouse.
It was the baby.
Lawrence just chucked the milk on the ground. Damn.
I was at a sleepover at a friend's house when I was 11. This one's fucked up. I read this earlier. I was at a sleepover at a friend's house when I was 11 and got up during the middle of the night to find my friend's parents going at it. Except there was a third person. I didn't say anything or get seen by them, but I asked my friend in the morning who was over last night. He said his uncle.
Maybe it was like uncle though.
Oh yeah, you know how we've all got like, oh, this is auntie so and so.
Yeah.
Sure, but like, yay! Really? Okay. Oh, there is actually a really good one in here. This one.
But do you have any situations where you've had
what?
your uncle over?
I don't even know my aunties and uncles. I don't know who they are. Oh, that one's fucked up. No, where's the one that I wanted to? This one also lives rent free in my head. Talk amongst yourselves while I find it.
Gucci, thanks for the prom. I don't know where are some other ones. Wolf Reborn, thanks so much for the 6 months. I have to go to my birthday barbecue soon. Phil's birthday, man. This segment's been brilliant. Glad you enjoyed it, man. Black Flag, thanks so much for the tier 1 before. Crema, thanks so much for the 12 months. Nemolo, thanks for the prime. Thirsty Walk, thanks for the 30 months. And the guys with the bits, thanks so much for all the bits. I'm ready.
This is so good. This one also 2018 lives rent free in my head to this day. I am a senior level manager at my company, but I have no idea how to do my job. Through a series of cosmically lucky incidents, I have skated by with little to no real effort, and at this point, it's gone on so long that there is no way for me to seek out answers to questions that I have. So I need to continue playing along even though I have no idea how anything works. I make almost 200K a year, and I spend 90% of my day watching YouTube and Twitch. There was a follow-up, let me find it.
So when I finished school, one of our mates, he went to uni for like IT, and then he like started applying for jobs saying that he'd finished his degree.
Oh,
and he got one, worked there for like 3 months, and whilst he was working there for 3 months, applied for other jobs, saying that he's got experience working in the industry and has his degree because of working in that job. And he got another job, and it was all done via correspondence. So he worked from home, making over 100 grand a year, and he was like 19 years old. All from
Shut up.
Not even. And this is no word of lie. And he just pretended that he knew what he was doing. And it was
one of my friends did this.
It was like one of those IT like network assistant kind of positions where he'd help people troubleshoot. And all he would do, this is back before Google. It was like he would just like Google the answers.
Yeah. Wild.
So he just used a search engine to try and figure out what was wrong with the network, and that was
one of my friends, unnamed, just absolutely bullshitted her way to the position she's in now. I have no idea how she's done it. But I have no idea.
We're here for a long
time. It pays ridiculously, and I don't even think... No, she knows what she does, but I have no idea how she got there. Like, just... Oh, yeah, I definitely went to uni here, and I definitely did this, definitely did that. Never asked for accreditation, nothing. Here it is.
He's the lead director of Blizzard Diablo team.
True. I
Benji,
catfished
thanks
this
so much
one
for the
girl
16
for
months.
like a trial run to see her interests and shit and get to know how. And then I'll get to know her. And then I cut it off with her and started hitting her up on me actual socials. And we got together and shit because of it. Am I a bad person? Or nah, do you reckon?
I think he's
That
a
was
bad
what we were talking
person.
about. Why? You're the one that said that you did background research.
Yeah, like, but I didn't pretend to be someone else to.
I mean,
There's a
if he's
line.
getting this information from her initially, then she probably wasn't interested because or else if he had succeeded on the catfish one, then, or would you make the catfish one like stereotypically like super attractive so that she tells you everything? Do you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't
As
approach
someone
with
said
an
in chat,
emotional
research isn't
connection.
catfishing.
No, it's not. It's informative.
If something is publicly accessible, that
Agreed.
is different to talking to
Okay.
someone and asking them questions.
But to play devil's advocate, if it's public information, like you're not going to think it's okay if somebody follows you home from the shops to where you live.
No, because that's stalking.
But that's public information if you're in public.
Well, fine. But you're not going to learn much more information besides their address.
Okay. Yeah, but still,
Yeah,
is that like where's all I'm playing is like where's the line?
Was it you that said that? No. Was it you that told me about the person that was standing in line at the coffee shop?
Refresh me.
Okay, so it was, I think this might have been from my sister. She said that she knew someone that was standing in line at the post office. It was the post office. And you know when you put the address in on your package, she forgot to write the package, the phone number on the package for like tracking or whatever. And then her friend verbally read it out loud, and the person in the line memorized the phone number and then texted her.
Stop.
And said, "Hey, I saw you at the post office and heard your number, and I just thought you were cute."
Stop. I've had the same, but it was a pizza delivery driver.
No.
He delivered pizzas to me and my best friend, and then he knew that we were like having prees, and then he texted later saying, "Where are you going out tonight? Can I come?"
I think that's creepy.
Probably should have got back to that. Agreed.
But that's public knowledge. You said it in public.
No, I mean, yeah. If it's used for work.
It's not that hard to remember a phone number because in Australia, like the first 3 digits are nearly always the same.
Yeah, true.
It's nearly always 042, something like that.
I think it's just 04, like.
At least for a large amount of Telstra numbers, it's 042.
Oh. Yeah. When I was younger, this is going to lead to me asking you a question. When I was younger, I told my mom that I was sleeping in a friend's house when what I was actually doing was riding in the bed of a truck, drinking liquor, singing Christmas songs at the top of my lungs. When have you ever snuck out and was it worth it?
Heaps of times.
Have you?
Yeah, when I was younger. I used to skip school and then like to say I'll be back on Sunday and just like mum would be like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Ah." But no, but like
really?
Yeah, when I was in, it would have been end of primary school, start of high school. So for like Americans, that's like middle school time. Like my mates would come over and we'd just like sneak out at night time. Like parents would think we're in bed and we'd just like go and walk the streets and ride our bikes and stuff.
Yeah. See, but I have this one story. Like I didn't sneak out that much because my parents actually just kind of let me do what I want as long as I told them where I was going. But this one time I said I was sleeping over at this girl's house, which I was, but we snuck out of her house. And through some series of events, one of the guys that we knew, his parents owned like a penthouse in the city and they were away on holiday. So we ended up just like getting drunk. I must have been like 14, 13. We were drunk, like riding bikes around a penthouse on the top floor of like some city apartment. And then like in the spa. No idea. It was the best night I ever snuck out.
This isn't really sneaking out. It's more like...
And then we went back to bed by like 8 a.m. and then we were like, oh yeah, I slept well.
Can we get in trouble for saying stuff that we did that was illegal on Twitch?
No.
If there's no like proof of when or how it happened or where it was or anything like that, there's no way this would ever get me in trouble, I don't think. But so one time I was at a party. This is like when I was 18. So this is like 15. How old am I? 37, 36. But this is like nearly 20 years ago. There's no way. Okay. So hypothetically speaking, I was at a party and we were like really drunk. Like, my mate and I were like really drunk. We didn't know where we were. And the party was near like a residential like development area, and there was the display home, and we found a way into the display home and passed out on the beds in the display home. And then in the morning, as soon as it like got daylight, we like got up and left.
Yeah, my friend and I used to go to the display homes like during the day and just like hang out in them because like there was whole like streets that were just empty.
Yeah, that was like it was like the 7 or 8 display homes in a row.
Yeah.
We just like found one that was unlocked.
Yeah. It's so good.
It was either that or I was going to fall asleep on the ground. I've actually done that too. I passed out next to the McDonald's car park on the ground.
Oh no.
Yeah. I used to be 18 to 21. I drunk way too much.
Yeah, I think we've all got like dumb pass out stories. How did you wake up? Did somebody find you?
I don't remember. I just woke up and it was the morning.
Just get myself a bacon and egg McMuffin. Little hash brown action. Lachlan said, I said this earlier, but you didn't see it. Is this issue basically the same as how you don't want to date a guy who has seen your stream, except in reverse? You know a lot more about them from a one-sided communication. Yes. So in the dating scene, if I like start dating somebody, I don't want to date somebody, not if they're a viewer like originally, but if they're somebody who like starts following my Instagram or something and then watches the stream, because I feel like the dating should be like
equal at the start.
Give and take, equal, yeah. So it's like you watching me have a conversation with my friends on stream and you're gaining information about me, which either might be correct or incorrect because I just talk a lot of shit on here. And it's not necessarily like the me that they would meet off stream. Not that I'm the same, like not the same person.
This is where it becomes really difficult to make friends while streaming as well.
Agreed.
So I started streaming to make friends initially because when I left the military, there was all my mates had either moved back to their home states or they lived anywhere near me. So I started streaming to make friends, and initially it was really good because like, you know, we'd talk all day, jump on Discord, play video games together. But now if I want to make a friend from streaming, it's like you have to be another content creator or like, I don't know.
Or like not know anything about Twitch.
Yeah, so that's where Michael was actually really good because Michael literally thought...
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, my space bar.
Yeah.
This is where Michael was really good because when I met Michael, he actually thought I was unemployed. Like he thought when I met him, I said, "Oh, I play video games," and he was like, "Oh, okay, he must be like on welfare."
Yeah.
And I just said, so I found out Michael lives literally like less than 100 meters away from me, and he went for the same football team. So we went around to his house and I met him at a music gig, Nathan Cavallari. So yeah, I invited him around. He came around and had for a barbecue I hosted, and then that's when we found out we lived literally next door to each other, and then we started going around playing board games once a week or two. And
this whole time he thought you were a degen gamer.
Yeah.
Did you sense at some point that he didn't understand what you did, so you just let it happen that way so that you could form a friendship with him? Without,
I don't talk about what I do for a living with normal people.
Yeah,
it's such a painful conversation.
Neither, but it's hard because if you meet somebody and you're like looking to date, how do you have that conversation? Do you lie initially? Like, do you make up a completely different job? Like, what do you do? Yeah, welcome.
If I was dating. Yeah, but see, the thing is...
Don't lie. Yeah, but the last thing I want is for them to watch the freaking stream.
If in all seriousness, if I hadn't met my wife and I was this successful, I don't think I could ever date.
Yeah.
I might... What's the word? Play... I don't know what the word is. I might date. I might see some people from time to time to enjoy my time. Only obviously to have conversations. I'm a gamer. I don't have sex. That's disgusting. But No, in all seriousness, like my wife is amazing for letting me to do as much as like I'm right now. I'm nearly 11 days into a subathon. I've seen my wife in total in the last 11 days for about 4 hours. You know, like if you were dating someone, there's no way like they'd be like, oh yeah, I'll see you in 4 to 8 months when my subathon ends.
Like to that point. Other than that, it's like even explaining what you do and then being okay with the hours. Yeah.
It's just content creation is not a very good.
It's very isolating. And it's also like, it's not actually as like cool as people think. Like our chats think it's cool. But like normal people are just like, because they don't understand it, they're just like, what the fuck is that?
So, this is like when I first met Michael, I did my 35-day subathon like maybe a month after I met him or 2 months after I met him. And I said, hey, I'm going to be away with work for the next like 6 weeks. So we won't be able to do board games. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm going to be working like a lot. And they're like, I don't understand. I'm like, just.
Oh, and that's when you explain
message Christina.
Yeah. Aww.
Christina will come say hello.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really understand what I did. They're like, so you're playing video games. All right. Yeah, good on you, mate. Well done.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when she was explaining it.
Michael's wife is brutal and honest. She's awesome.
Is her name Kira as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll tell you exactly how it is.
Yeah, no, I never got to meet her. Are you done? When do you need to play the Tarkovs?
You said 2 hours. I'm at an hour 46.
Oh, fantastic.
Why are you rushing me?
No, absolutely not. I just wanted to double check.
Listen, Tarkov's not going anywhere.
I didn't know if like you've got like time constraints to raid the killer. That's it. I don't know what else goes on over there. Expatriate, escape.
Listen, there is going to be probably no new updates for the next 4 months.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I've got 4 months worth of confessions to go. Yeah, raid the killer and the flea market.
Yeah. We're going to do another cosplay. We decided in the kitchen just before.
Oh, did you talk about what it was?
I'm not saying who I will cosplay as, but we're going to do Michael, Toast, and me. We'll all cosplay as a different person from Tarkov.
How many people are there?
I don't know. A few. Next month, we have a lot planned. I'm not trying to like, you know, what's the word? Talk up my next month of streaming to your chat.
You should be. It's your damn job.
No, but to your chat. But like, you know,
they're half yours.
Swagger Soul's going to come over for the hot tub stream finally.
Oh, finally!
Yeah. I'm so excited. Catch up with him again.
Oh my god!
I want him in his full chainmail, everything in the hot tub. It's gonna be great.
But like hairy chest out.
Yeah, sure.
Just the.
We've got to write the names on somewhere, so.
No, you're gonna get an inflatable donut.
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Banana. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do a heap of cooking and stuff.
Hey, you still need to cook me like a 4-course meal.
It's coming. The studio. It's been waiting on this studio, Kiki. All right. You have no idea how long this has been, and how much hair I've lost, and how much pain I've suffered.
I do. What is this?
I should wear a budgie smuggler. There's no way that I can get in trouble for that.
No, you can't. It's a bathing suit.
Yeah.
I mean, just depends how harsh your chat are going to be.
What do you mean?
Well, they're already quite harsh.
I've only got one testicle left. The other one got torsioned. And how much harsher can they be?
Say less. Oh, another confession on here that I screen grabbed that I went past before was somebody's, what's it called? Somebody snapped their banjo string or whatever it is. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know a guy in the army that had that happen. Yeah, it kept bleeding. He couldn't stop the bleeding. He said it was the most bloodiest thing. Yeah, he got surgery for it.
Do they reattach it?
No, I think he ended up becoming a circumcision at that point.
Pestily merch budgie smugglers.
Question.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Do you think circumcisions for children is child mutilation?
Yeah.
No.
What, do you?
I don't know. I saw some video the other day on Instagram, and what do you call it? And the comments were just filled with that. It was about circumcision for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those ones they do the women in Africa? Is it Africa? Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah, no.
Yeah, it's fucked up. They like lull them into like the house and then they chop everything off.
Yeah.
It's rough.
A lot of the guys in the army get a circumcision done when they don't want to go field. They're like, all right, big exercise in the middle of the year. Time to get my circumcision.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're in the army though. Like, did
Yeah,
you
but
not
those field
foresee that
exercises are
coming?
really bad.
Yeah, true.
No one wants to go to those field exercises.
Yeah, shit. Back in high school, I got drunk on holiday once and I passed out in the hotel room. When I woke up, I jumped up and ran to the toilet to throw up. When the room lights went out, I found out I actually opened my buddy's suitcase and threw up on all his clothes.
Wow.
So, last dream hack. Like a few months ago. Was it March? April. I had a big one. And I had just moved hotels.
I feel like we need to have a conversation about your drinking habits at some point.
What do you mean? This is the only what do you mean?
You were drinking the other night, getting wasted, and
When?
you said you were drinking the other night.
I'm on like a 12-week workout kick.
Anyway,
I'm
continue.
like 4 weeks deep. Anyway. We don't joke about drinking. Anyway. So I just moved hotels, right? Because I had initially stayed at one place and it was terrible. So I was like, I moved. So I moved to where I've previously stayed. It was the Novotel, right? In Melbourne. So I quickly booked there, dropped my stuff off. It was like the Friday night. I had just flown in, quickly had a shower, got ready, went out. So I'd only been to the room one time. Checked in, dropped my stuff, ciao. I didn't get home till 6 a.m. that morning. Next morning, right? But I was so drunk that I didn't remember my room level or room number.
Wow.
And so I'm in the elevator crying my eyes out, just trying to get back to my room. I had work in like a couple of hours. And the concierge found me crying in the elevator. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know which floor I'm on. Because I've stayed there like 3 or 4 times as well. So it's like I'm so overly familiar with this elevator. But the card doesn't work unless you can't just kind of guess. You have to literally scan once and then pick. So it's like, yeah, it was horrible. But I didn't throw up in the elevator, okay?
Mm.
Yeah.
You're 4 weeks into a bender, eh?
Yeah, I am going hard. I just give it shit. Why not? Not a bender, like a workout bender. Yeah.
Righto.
We're doing weights. We're doing Pilates. We're doing.
You bought one of those Pilates
Stepper.
things.
Reformer, yeah.
Do you watch
We're
it
doing
and listen to Andrew Huberman?
sauna. Whom?
Andrew Huberman.
No. Who's that?
You should.
What's that?
He's a neuroscientist that does like podcasts on specific topics about health and well-being. It's literally
Is he that sleep scientist that Joe Rogan had? No.
Probably. He did talk about sleep a lot. He does talk about sleep a lot. But he is literally the GOAT when it comes to anything physical.
Let me write that down.
Yeah. That and updating. Those 2 things is all you ever need.
These really are quite vast, like in similarities. Huberman. Updating. Don't worry, I know George is making notes somewhere.
I'm going to start a thing once I get to the studio where I'm going to literally copy Andrew Huberman's like fitness protocol for like, I don't know how long, months.
Content?
Every morning,
I'll start
Andrew
Huberman's.
I'm going to start it every day. For the first hour of every day, I'll do it. So like he does like 3 days of cardio, 3 days of weights, and then 1 day of cold and heat exposure. So outside the studio, I'm going to put a sauna and a cold ice bath as well.
Have you done that yet at all?
Jumped in cold water, yes.
No, like the sauna to ice bath
No,
thing,
I haven't.
like back and forth. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to have that set up outside the studio. So I've got my gym already set up. You go exclamation mark wall in my chat. You can see this gym. But
Oh no, I remember. I think I saw it in your story.
But yeah, I'm going to do that every day.
For how long? 3 months. That's 12 weeks.
Oh, no, I'm just going to do it until I'm done with it. Maybe I'll do it for the rest of my life.
What if you do it for 1 day? And you're like,
I'm not
"Fuck
drinking
it."
anymore as well. I'm off the alcohol.
Same.
Yeah, you were drinking the other day. You
I
said
don't
like,
know what you're talking about.
oh, see, look, confession starts with a
What?
bottle of red.
I had to finish it.
Oh, it's already open.
The same way you had to finish those favorites, okay?
I put a little bit into my spaghetti bolognese, and now I'm.
Yeah, it's cooking wine. I cook my spaghetti in here.
Don't you say you're Italian? Is that what you say? You're Italian?
God, that was years ago.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that was years ago. Yeah. Seeing the drunk one reminded me that while drunk, I took the lift to the wrong floor in a hotel, threw up outside a room, and then realized it wasn't mine, so I just left. Same vibe. Okay. Let me find a good one.
I don't drink. I don't like drinking anymore because I get 2-day hangovers.
Yeah. I don't like
it's the time lost in the following days. I love drinking and the time of drinking.
Yeah.
It's the follow-on days that I absolutely hate.
I had this conversation yesterday at the pub as well. It was like, I just don't want to get hungover. I don't like feeling sick. I don't like drinking a lot one night because I hate having like a full stomach of alcohol. Then I will have to throw it up. Which I don't want to do.
The first few years of content creation, like I was working literally every day. And if I had drank anything, like even just a beer or two, the next day I was fuzzy and...
Yeah, like off the ball.
Didn't like it. War Krog, thanks for the 7 months, dude. Oi, oi, oi.
All right, let me find another one.
All right, last one.
Okay. Oh, top. Okay.
Precious. Aren't there hangover pills these days? Are there?
Yeah, I think so.
I woke up in someone's yard in college after a block party and had 7 cops wake me up. Denied an ambulance and everything. Stop drinking after that. Is there any...
It's just pressure. What do you want?
Is there any moments over confessions over the last 5 years that you've just gone, I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad that like that either you helped someone or like...
Yeah. I actually feel it at the end of every confessions, to be honest, because there's always confessions that people need advice. Like that, I'm reading you kind of the best of confessions that weren't necessarily needing advice, but there are a lot of people with more like benign questions. A lot of them are like, I'm not sure what to do about my relationship. I'm not sure what to do about my job, work, prospects, education. And we'll always give them like what we think. And they always come back and say that it's been helpful, or they'll pop up in chat and go, this one's mine, this one's mine. And we'll help them. And I think obviously you as a streamer know a lot of people need help in your chat or that want to talk about it, but there's no designated time to actually talk about it because it's like, I haven't set aside time for this. I don't necessarily have the time. I'm playing a game. Like it seems weird to talk about what you should do for like your subjects at school or something. So like that's half the reason why I just kind of set aside this time where it's like, okay, this is when we're going to talk about it, because there are people that
everyone's going through their own battles and that. I always I try and temper myself very much about how much I attack a single person in chat because you never know what they're actually going through.
Yeah.
Like I usually use mum jokes a lot because it's very much like, haha, silly. It's not that personal.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how much of a crappy day someone's had. And
no, exactly. Or how much more they can take or not take.
Dark Racer, thanks so much for the 10 gifted subs, guys. You got gifted subs. Make sure you say thanks. 10 bomb right there.
One of my favorite confessions. I only watch your streams so I can tell people that I do charity work. I lost it at that one.
Yep. Us internet beggars.
Yeah, it's true. Go. Get out.
All right. Guys, make sure you go give Kiki some love.
No, I appreciate
Shout out,
you
Kiki.
breaking up
Yeah.
your Tarkov time to come hang out and so that I could read these to someone.
What was I going to say? You drop everything for the charity stuff. This is the least I could do. Least. And
No,
these
I
are fun.
appreciate
I don't
it.
know what you do on your other days, but these are fun.
I know you enjoy it, so it kind of worked out. And I know you messaged saying if there's anything I can help with. And yeah, so this was definitely one. So thank you.
Yeah. Much
Chat,
love.
thanks for all the follows as well. I appreciate it.
We'll talk soon.
Much love. Yeah, I'll pop in after stream and see how your Tarkoving's going.
Yeah. I'm only a few days away
Thank
from Kava,
you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you've got this, I believe.
Yeah. All right, I got to switch the camera back over.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, chat. Go give Kiki a follow, and I'm just going to switch the camera back over so I can have it on the actual proper monitor again. Total. Hey. Hey, chat. All right. Video games time. Oh, Hardcore's live. Hardcore's live. Escape from Tarkov. All right, I'm going to make a command for Hardcore now. Nightbot. YouTube.
Hey Pest, just wanted to say how much you and the Before Death crew have inspired me. I'm starting vacation this week and I'm headed to Mount Mitchell, which has the
Nice.
highest peak in the Appalachian Mountains. Love you guys.
Have a blast, man.
What does the fox say?
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. What's this? Hey, you want to see the intro of Hardcore? This is the intro to Hardcore. How good is it? Best editor in the business. Right. We're on the main account today. Hardcore is only for Wednesdays. We do Wednesdays Hardcore, right? I have the longest title ever. Let me post. Oh my god, there's so many postings I have to do. All right. We just do a scav run for a minute. All right, and I'll work on doing some stuff. Where's Michael when you need him? Mark hardcore. Da, 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 da.
Two whole years, man.
Sorry, chat. Just trying to get this done. Benno, yeah, thanks for 2 years, bro. I think I just killed my Chrome. I hate Twitter. I'm trying to post onto Twitter and now X. It's just frozen my Chrome.
Hope today's raids are big ones.
I hope so too.
Still moist.
I'm losing my bananas because of Elon. Way too dank. Sorry, chat.
Moist.
What happened to the sign from TwitchCon? Did you manage to get it home?
Yep, got it home. I have to redo that. Hardcore season 10 now live on YouTube. New episodes every day. Cool, that's done. Sorry, chat. All right, I'm back. Probably don't need to put hardcore in my title because people are going to get confused. They're going to be like, are you playing hardcore? Hey, Pest, what headset do you use? BT, Bad Dynamics DT 1990 Pro. It's Pyro GG. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs. You got to get this up. Make sure you say thanks. Legend, bro.
Moist.
Tombstone, thanks for the 10 gifted. All right. Sorry. I think I'm trying to get everything done. There's so much going on right now.